This panel is on the new civics and social justice advocacy. Let me introduce social justice first. Although it's a program that Saul Stern will talk about, it's also a very popular buzzword on the left, along with sustainability, dispositions, cultural competence, and a lot of other terms. Peter Wood has written several times that there is nothing on the progressive left agenda that can't be fit into the word sustainability. It's actually true of social justice, too. I think we can start now. In creating buzzwords, the left ordinarily takes a very simple phrase that no one can object to and embeds its whole philosophy in it. The term social justice is therefore criticism-proof by outsiders. Jim Wallace used to complain about conservatives who attacked social justice, saying, how can you attack something that's just came out of the Christian churches and is a do-good project for all concerned? Well, that's hiding behind the phrase. What social justice really means is the agenda of the left, meaning sustainability, climate change, heterosexism, and primarily, perhaps, redistribution of wealth. And institutional racism. There is no racism in America, according to the social justice people. It's no individual racism, it's all institutional. For instance, the rigging of the electoral system so that a black man couldn't ever become president of the United States would be an example of institutional racism. The new civics is even worse. Our speakers will get to that too, as Patrick Deneen did in the material in your program, saying that the new civics is neither civics nor education. What it is an eclipse of traditional civics by a kind of freelance do-goodism. If you read some of the material on the new civics, it turns out to be do-good stuff from cleaning up the scrap in a nearby park or seeing elderly people in an old folks' home. This has been escalated into a new buzzword, which is service learning. Now, here's a quick guide to service learning. If you visit the person in the old folks' home, that's not learning yet. How does it become learning? Well, you have to go home after the visit and think about it. After you think about it, you might discover an insight. For instance, gee, maybe I'll be old someday. That would be the learning. So service learning is a two-part thing. The interplay, these are the exact words I read in the textbook, the interplay between action and reflection makes it learning. So when you clean up the trash, you're learning a lesson that could be put on the curriculum instead of traditional civics. Our first speaker is going to be Saul Stern, who will start talking about K through 12 civics, or social justice, sorry, Saul.
Uncivics.